In this video, we're going to be going through the 8 best SMGs to be using right now in Warzone. These are also going to be ranked from worst to best. Now that being said, every single SMG I have included in this video is still up there as one of the best. But I will be ranking it, so if you're interested in knowing the very best, I will be showing you guys. As always, I like to get straight to the point, no BS, no fluff, so if you like it, subscribe for more. Let's get into it. In the number 8 spot, we're going to be using the MP5 from Cold War. This is a really good SMG right now because the time to kill is very fast and the mobility is very nice as well. For this, we're going to be using the Agency Suppressor to increase the accuracy, and then the Tiger Team Spotlight, the Serpent Wrap, and the Raider Stock are all going to increase the movement speed, the ADS speed, all of that stuff. And then we have the 50 round drum, which 50 bullets is quite a nice amount in an SMG. In the number 7 spot, we have the OTS. This is by far one of the best SMGs right now. The mobility on this weapon is really, really fast, and the time to kill is great, and it's got really low recoil, and it's got nice iron sights. So we're going to be using the Grease Suppressor to help increase the accuracy, the Task Force Barrel, and then you want to use the Skeletal Stock along with the 40 Fast Mag and the Tiger Team Spotlight. The stock, the laser are going to increase the mobility. 40 Fast Mag is a good magazine. The Task Force is going to increase the strafe speed, which is really helpful, and the range, and then the Grease Suppressor increasing the accuracy and the range. Number 6 is going to be the Type 100. This has one of the fastest time to kills in the game right now. However, the mobility is a little bit on the slow side, and it has a quite small magazine. So we're going to be using the recoil booster along with the rapid barrel to increase the fire rate, and then the 36 round magazine, which is the best magazine. But unfortunately, it's only got 36 bullets, so you can only kill about 2 enemies and you'll have to reload, but it does increase the damage by quite a lot, and it's definitely the best magazine to use. The hand-stop underbarrel on this one, along with the lengthened ammo type, and then the taped grip to make the mobility really, really quick. Slate reflector along with the folding stock to increase the mobility again, and then we're going to be using fleet and quick to increase the mobility, movement speed, etc. In the number 5 spot, we have the CX9. Now, this is actually a super underrated SMG. The hipfire build on this is one of the most accurate hipfire builds in the entire game. The mobility is really good and the time to kill is very good as well. And it's actually ranked up there as one of the best SMGs. So for this, we're going to be using the monolithic suppressor and then the 5mm laser and the Merc foregrip. These are going to increase the hipfire accuracy. We're then going to be using the 50 round drum, and then we're going to be using the FR stock, which is going to increase the movement speed and ADS. Overall, it's one of the best SMGs, honestly, super underrated, you should definitely try it out. At number 4, we have the MAC-10. This has one of the fastest mobilities in the entire game, and it's one of the older weapons that can still compete with pretty much every single new SMG. The mobility is honestly really quick, and that's why I love this weapon, because you can outmaneuver your enemies very easily with this weapon. We're going to be using the Agency Suppressor to help increase the accuracy, with the Task Force Barrel to increase the range and the strafe speed, making it more, more mobility is great. Then we have the Tiger Team Spotlight for more mobility, the 53 drum, and then we're going to be using the Raider stock for the increase in mobility as well, and that is the full class setup. In the number 3 spot, we have the Weld Gun, by far one of the best SMGs ever since it came out, and it hasn't really been touched too much, so it's still as good as it always has been. For this, we have the recoil booster, and then we're going to be using the short barrel. These are both going to increase the fire rate, making it nice and quick. Then we're going to be using the stripe angled underbarrel to increase the accuracy of the weapon, with the 40 round magazine, which also increases the recoil control, and it increases the movement speed and the fire rate as well. We're going to be using subsonic so you can stay off the minimap whenever you shoot. The taped grip is going to boost that mobility up really nicely, along with the remove stock to boost the mobility up as well, and also acrobatic and quick are also going to make the mobility and the sprint speed really, really nice. Slate reflector as the final attachment, and if you look in the bottom right there, the fire rate and the mobility on this is just really high. Definitely need to try it out. In the number 2 spot, we have the H4 Blixen. Ever since this thing got released, it's just been crazy good, and it still is really good. If you're struggling to unlock it because the challenge is pretty difficult, I do have a video on my page, by the way. For this weapon, you want to use the recoil booster, and then you want to use the Bergstrom barrel. The recoil booster is going to increase the fire rate, and then this barrel is going to increase the accuracy and the bullet velocity, etc. We're then going to be using the strife angled underbarrel to increase the accuracy, the 54 Gorenko magazine, and then you want to use subsonic to stay off the minimap whenever you shoot, taped grip for the increase in mobility, along with the remove stock for the mobility as well, and then you want to use perfectionist to increase the recoil control, and quick for the sprint speed. Any optic of your choice. I like to use the slate reflector, but let's get into the number one weapon. Okay, so you might have guessed this, the Marco 5 is the number one best SMG at the moment. Pretty much everything about this is just insanely good. The time to kill, the mobility, the accuracy, it's one of the best. It is the best. For this one, you want to use the recoil booster for the fire rate boost, and then you want to use the 355mm barrel. This is going to increase everything to do with mobility, so ADS movement speed, aim walk-in movement speed, and also sprint to fire time, making this weapon nice and quick. Strife angled underbarrel to increase the accuracy, and then you want to use the 64 round drum. Make sure to use this one, it is definitely the best one. It increases the hip fire, makes the recoil really nice, and it's 64 bullets is a lot in an SMG. Subsonic, and then the taped grip, and then for the stock you want to use the FR stock for the mobility, momentum, and quick for the mobility, and then the slate reflector. And that is it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.